All right, we are here in the building. Hope everybody is having a great day. A great, what's the day? Tuesday, Wednesday? I think it is Wednesday. Yeah, everybody having a great Wednesday. This is a live video. This is your boy Jay Whitfield Inspires. We are here, and making it happen. Like I always, gotta show off my wonderful shirt without messing up my plant. I'm trying to get in frame. It says, inhale, this is my little microphone. Inhale confidence, exhale doubts. I love that. I got it from the Confidence Apparel. So I don't know if I can get it in frame or in shot the whole thing, but we're gonna try and see, man. So until everybody get into the room, we're gonna try and see if I can make this happen, maybe not. Y'all work with your boy. But anyway, looks like that's not gonna happen. Maybe I need to sit back a little bit. So how is everybody doing, man? We are here. I'm getting notifications on my phone. We're here. We're making it happen. Hope everybody have a wonderful week. This and that, that and this. It's your boy Jay Whitfield Inspires, and we're here making it happen. And we're gonna be talking to you today. This is a live video, so you're gonna see me talking to people. If you're watching this after the live, all that good stuff. And always, if you if you need a private session, you need to talk to me. Hit the link in the description after the video is over, and schedule a time to talk to your boy. So yes, and hit the like button, and also join the membership. I got about 4 or 5 members on the membership. So the membership helps support the channel, and you're gonna be getting exclusive videos. I know I've been talking about that for weeks, y'all, but I'm in transition. But I got some videos recorded already, so I'm gonna be uploading just for the members only, like specific topics, stuff like that. So it's coming, y'all. You work with me, because I'm in the process of moving and all that good stuff. And we're making it happen. And what else I gotta say? You said I've been informed us about your current situation. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Let me know about that, man, because trying to let the people know what's good. Also, y'all, my face might be a little greasy. I'm using this jojoba oil. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know yesterday. It's not JoJo oil. It's jojoba oil, but it's spelled JoJoba. Jojoba oil. I've been saying it wrong, man. But anyway. Oh yeah, I love this shirt, man. Inhale confidence, exhale doubt. I also got another plant with me today. This is my rubber tree robusta. You know what I'm saying? Very beautiful. Now, when I first got this plant, it was about right here. And I had it for like a year and a half. And look at where it's at now. Can't even see the top. Can you see the top? You got a new leaf growing up there. So I just want to display a new plant for y'all. Well, it ain't new, but But anyway, today's topic we're going to be talking about is how to love a Virgo man properly. And I feel crooked. Is my video crooked? Am I sideways? I got a little ghetto setup over here, y'all. Just work with me. Y'all work with me. Give me a second to get myself together. I'm a Virgo, so this is annoying me really bad. So y'all work with your boy, man. Help me out. I'm really annoyed right now. But anyway, how to love a Virgo man properly. Yes, we're gonna be talking about that. Because with Virgo men, and like I said always, y'all, you know that I don't speak in absolutes. That's always my phrase, and there are exceptions to every rule. So if I say, this is what they do, it's gonna be one of them that don't do that. That's just a fact of life. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So just take that with a grain of salt. And also, I'm a Virgo, I'm a preacher, I'm a chaplain. And so I speak from a male perspective, a Virgo perspective, and a spiritual perspective. So, you may hear me referencing the Bible a lot and things like that. Is what I like to do. But anyway, how to love a Virgo man properly. There are many ways, but this just a few of my ways that I want to share with y'all, because I am a Virgo and I talk to a lot of men and Virgo men in general. And so if you're looking at the thumbnail on the video, you will see you have 2 plants there, 2 identical plants. One of the plants is dying, one of the plants is flourishing, right? On the thumbnail. The plant that's dying, the caretaker is dousing the plant with water. And the plant that's living is sprinkling water on the plant. And it's really purveying or portraying a message of, it's not about what the title says, it's not about intensity of love, but consistency of love. You know? So in my path of dating, my time of dating, I run into a lot of women that they want to shower me with love, which I understand, you know. But for Virgo men, they don't necessarily need showering of love, right? Because it's gonna be too much for them. Now, don't get me wrong, some of them do, but I'm talking about the vast majority of them don't. So you may be showering them in love and doing all this stuff, and they may not be returning the same favor or being reciprocal to what you're doing. So first you have to understand that everybody is not you. I'm trying to get in the shot, y'all, so I can show my shirt. You gotta understand that everybody is not you, and everybody can handle what you can handle, right? So, Virgo men are very slow to love. They're slow to express, and they're slow to really show their heart. So, in most cases, you're gonna be doing way more than him. Let's say initially, for a while, you know. But this doesn't mean he's not interested. It just, you know, it's like running a race in a marathon. Everybody running their race. You know, just because you're running real fast and I'm running slow doesn't mean I'm not trying to get to the same goal. It's just that you running fast. It's good, Reed. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that about them. That they run at their own pace, at a pace that they can handle. You know, y'all may see some smoke. I got some incense burning. You know, so they run at their own pace. So you have to understand that about them, because I see a lot of women get burnt out with Virgos, and they doing this, they doing that. Like, you showering him, you cooking for him, you doing this, you doing that, and he's like, yo, you ain't give me the same energy back. You know, he may not be able to give you that same energy back, but in a lot of cases, Virgos, they express their love through actions in most cases. Now, like I said, you will have some to verbally say it, but you kind of have to get them there. But they express their love through actions. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is my plant right here, my Robusta. I love this plant. But yeah, they express their love through action. So, for example, they may not say, yo, I want to be with you, this and that, or I'm loving you. They may not say that verbally, but they will show it by the way they interact with you, by them doing stuff for you, doing stuff with you, and spending time with you. You gotta understand, everybody's time is precious, but the way Virgos view their time, you know, they don't play around with their time, because these guys are extremely busy and they love to spend time alone. So in their view, if they're spending time with you, that's their way of saying, I like you. That's their way of saying, I want to be with you. That's their way of saying, I enjoy being around you, even though they may not say it. And they want you to recognize that, you know, because they're not gonna say it, but they spending time with you, doing stuff for you, y'all hanging out. I'm trying to tell you, he likes you. You know, he likes you just how you love him properly. You have to understand that about him, because if you start complaining, then he's gonna feel upset. He's gonna feel like, man, well, I've been spending all the time with you. What you mean? You don't think I like you? What do you mean? He really not gonna understand, because to him, his time are his words. You know what I'm saying? His time is what's most important to him. You know, the things that he's doing for it, because most time he probably gotta reschedule something. He probably gotta cut something off. You know, he probably gotta move something to the side to spend time with you. And I'm not saying like that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, but it's not easy to do. You know, just say if y'all got children, you might have to go to your child's basketball game, baseball game. Really, you need to be at work, but it's your child, you love them, so you're putting stuff to the side to show your child that what they got going on is important to you. So that's what Virgos do. They always busy. You can rest assured that they always got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Their schedules are never free. But people say you make time what you want, and they do that. Now it may not be as frequent as you would like, but they do it. And because they do it, they expect you to understand that. So really, you got to understand how they love. They love differently. They express love differently. It's just what it is. Also, going back to the thumbnail, Virgos are the type of people that they don't need a whole lot of love. I expressed this, well, not expressed, but I said this the other day in plants. Y'all know I love plants. Like some plants, you have to water every day, all the time. In order for them to survive, you have to really tend to them. You gotta like cut leaves off. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta make sure the soil is good. You gotta fertilize them all the time in order for those plants to thrive. You gotta really show those plants a lot of love and attention. Other plants, like this one here, you don't really need to do a whole lot with it. You just gotta have a good watering schedule. Put it in a good spot, and it'll do the rest. It'll do the rest. It don't need watering every day. You don't have to cut leaves all the time. You just gotta have a good time frame, and just leave it alone, and it'll do it on its own, and it'll thrive. But this plant here, if you water it too much all the time, you keep moving it around, it's gonna die, and the leaves gonna start drooping. It's not gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of plant it is. It don't operate like that. So you gotta understand how to love and care for the plant. So likewise, you gotta understand how to love a Virgo properly. They don't need a whole lot of love or showering and this and that. Although they like it and they appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, they appreciate it, but it can be overwhelming for them. Really, how to love a Virgo properly, sometimes you gotta leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Give them that space. Virgos are very simple, but complicated. And I know it's hard to understand, but simple in the fact that really, like you don't have to call them every day. You don't have to text them every day. You don't have to be with them every day. They're fine. They probably not gonna call you every day. They're probably gonna be with you every day. They're good. Ain't nothing wrong. They're not mad at you, upset with you, or anything like that. It's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? They just built different. You know what I'm saying? They just built different. So you don't have to do it every day. And but it's stuff you're gonna communicate every day. Stuff happens. But if you start to love them too intently, did I say that right? If you get too much intense in loving them, you're gonna overwhelm them. It's like you're gonna shower them too much. They're gonna get aggravated with you. They're gonna get annoyed with you. They're gonna want you to back up. They're gonna want you to leave them alone. And they're not gonna want to be around you because it's too much. It's not that they don't like you. It's just too much for them to take in. Like a plant. Like if you water it too much, I can't drink all this water. Yes, I need water to survive, but I can't drink the ocean. You know what I'm saying? I can't drink a gallon. I need it in moderation. Because some ladies, y'all love without moderation, and you don't understand it. So you shower with love, and you get upset when a man can't receive all that, and you think something wrong with him. You think he don't appreciate it. You think he just a knucklehead, and you start to treat him like one of these dudes in the street. But the truth is, you're doing too much. And a lot of ladies don't want to hear the balance. There's a balance to everything. There's a balance to life. There's a balance to love. Because you're emotional, and I don't say that in a bad way. You want to give all your love and attention, which is understandable, but you got to understand who you're giving it to, who you're talking to. So it's about understanding the person you're with. Some people can't handle all that. Like I'm the type of person, I can't handle all that. I'm like, look, you need to back up. You need to back off. I can't. Because see, for men, just men in general, men are not as emotional as women. Men are generally analytical. And so they just operate like that. And so they're not necessarily thinking about love like that. They need to be loved in a different way. Most men, to them, love is support, understanding, and listening. You know what I'm saying? Support, understanding, and listening. It equals love to them and respect. That will equal love to them because that's how men are built. And in turn, they'll get that love back in many ways because they feel just like a woman, just like with a woman. When a woman feels love properly, she gives it back properly. It's everything. Like when treat a plant properly, it'll bloom for you. You know, I just posted a video yesterday about my plant that I was trying to get to bloom and grow. Y'all need to check that video out. It's on my shorts, my YouTube shorts. But I show you how the journey of how we're trying to get this plant to grow, and I was loving it wrong. I was caring for it wrong, and it took me a while. The whole time while I was trying to care for it wrong, it ain't had no leaves, it ain't had no bloom, it was just sticks. It had died one time. But when I started to get it right, slowly but surely, it started to bud leaves, it started to bud flowers, it started to grow and started to bloom for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And I was very happy. So that's how it is. This really goes for everybody, but I'm just talking about men in particular and Virgo men specifically. You know what I'm saying? And so, so you gotta learn how to love them properly, so they'll bloom for you and give you that love back, give you that life back. You know, but these guys are very picky. They're very particular. You know, you just gotta back off of them sometimes. Sometimes you gotta give them a lot of love and back off. You know, just back off. Leave them alone. Be good. Like I said, if you dating a Virgo, you have to inhale confidence and exhale doubt. That's what it takes to date a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need all that. They just don't. And so you got to be a different type of person to date these dudes, these type of dudes. He said, I only love like plants. You know, that's real. He said, I'm a Cappy. I've always been busy, so really need to be aware and learn to balance. Yeah, Virgo got to learn balance. That's our biggest thing. But yeah, you gotta understand that if you are a woman trying to date a Virgo man, you gotta be a special type of woman. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be different, because they just don't have a whole lot of time, and that's the biggest thing. Time. So it's hard for a lot of women to date them because time just not on your side. Because Virgos, one, they very busy. I say this every single video. They like to be alone a lot. They're introverted. And they can't take a whole lot of love at the same time. And they just need to be alone sometimes. So it don't leave a lot of time for love. But at the same time, they do make effort to make sure you're getting the love that you need. Sometimes they forcing it, even though they don't want to. And it's not about not wanting to be with you. It's just that they don't want to in a sense of it's overwhelming. So a Virgo's hope would be that you will recognize that it's just a lot for him. You don't want to burn him out. You know, that's why like I said, if you put too much intensity on your love, you're gonna burn them out. And it's more intensity, how I say it, intensity over time, right? Like if you just say you gotta, from a scale of 1 to 10, you between 8 and 10 every day when it comes to love and attention, that's too much. And so I know it may not make sense to some of y'all, because women are built on love and emotions, you know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, like I said earlier, when it backfires, a lot of women will say, "You're not appreciative of my love. You don't care." And in reality, that's just not true. He's appreciative of your love. You're just doing too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody's thirsty, you know, instead of giving them a glass of water, you give them a bucket of water, and you expect them to drink all that water, and they can't drink it. And then when they can't drink, you say, "Well, you ain't thirsty. You ain't thirsty. I gave you a bucket of water. You ain't want to drink it. Now you complaining. You not thirsty. You don't appreciate what I'm trying to do for you." That's unfair. That's unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? It's unreasonable. So again, I'll give you another example. Just say you're dating a Virgo man, and you cooking for him, which is a great thing. But just say you want him to wake up every day at 7 a.m. so you can cook him breakfast. And that's great. But some days he may not want to get up to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cooking for you. You don't want to eat. You want to get my cooking every day. You're like, no, it's just like sometimes take a break. You know what I'm saying? Overwhelming me with your love. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving me an opportunity to soak it in. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So you have to be measured with your love so it can be received right. So don't just love bomb people with your love, and when they can't take it, you call them unappreciative. You call it, a real man will love me or will accept this. I know a man out there who would. That's not right. You know, because you're doing too much, and that's what I mean. That's how you love them properly. You measure. Maybe do it some days, You cook some days you don't. Some days y'all just don't do nothing. You know, it's a balance. You know, because nobody wants that much intensity all the time. Some people do, but the majority of people don't. They can't even handle it. You know, and that's how you run. That's how you burn out. You have a love burnout. You know what I'm saying? Like a job. You say you get your dream job, but even if you get your dream job, you still need a vacation. You know what I'm saying? You still need a break because you're doing what you love. Even people who are making millions of dollars, let's say sports and entertainers, or athletes and entertainers, they making millions and millions of dollars, but they need a break sometime. Let's look at Andre 3000. I don't know his zodiac sign, but he one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, right? He with the group Outkast, they got the #1 selling rap album of all time. But in his interviews, they be like, man, why don't you do another rap album, man? He like, look, man, that's a lot. He said, I love rap. I love hip hop. It is what birthed me. You know, it is what I get my life from. But I need a break. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh man, you don't care about the art form. You don't care. He looked at me. He's like, look what I gave y'all. I gave y'all platinum albums, this and that. You know, I gave y'all so much movies. I gave y'all a lot of who I am. I need a break. And he loved hip hop, but he'll tell you he need a break from it because although he love it, it takes a lot to maintain it. You know, you have to be inspired to make a great album. You don't just wake up and just start writing stuff down. You know, your life is different. You have to be inspired to do these things to make a good thing because you put some bull crap out there, people don't like it, now you're embarrassed. So it's the same thing with life. You can't, just because somebody's tired and need a break and need to be measured doesn't mean they're not in love with it. It's a fact of life because we human. We evolve and things like that. So, you gotta build momentum. So to love Virgos properly, in my view, you gotta be measured and take your time. You know, just take your time. You know, just sprinkle love with him. You know, spend some time with him, then sometimes, give him more time to himself than y'all have together. You know, but when y'all do get together, just make sure it's good. Make sure y'all have a good time, because he gonna make sure y'all have a good time too. You know, because Virgos, they do, contrary to popular belief, they do love. They love hard. They just love differently. You know what I'm saying? They love differently, and they love in their own way. But when they love properly, I'm trying to tell you, he'll give you back everything that you desire, because Virgos are very loving creatures. You know, they are very loving people, and they are hopeless romantics, believe it or not. The situation just needs to be right, just like with plants. Like I said, that plant I had a plant almost a year and a half, and nothing. It showed me nothing. But after a while, like I said, it started to bloom. And it started, I was like, okay. So it's about proper love, proper maintenance, you know what I'm saying? Doing it in the right way and loving it in a way that they can receive it. You know, and really, I'm talking about Virgo men, but really what I'm saying, it can really apply to anybody, any man or woman. And that's the truth, because everybody got to be loved in a certain way. But it's about learning how that person is, what they like, what they don't like, what they're good at and what they're not good at, what's too much and what's too little. It's a balance. It's not a bad thing to learn this. It's not a bad thing to get it wrong. The bad thing is not caring, not trying. That's the bad thing. But with anybody and everybody, you gotta learn how to love somebody, because everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? But this is just like a general understanding of Virgos and how they love, because you really gotta be measured when dating these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be measured, and you gotta take your time, and just don't shower them with love. Again, there are some that love that. There are some that need that showering. There are some Virgos that will be up on you 24 hours a day and don't even blink. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is with some of them, but the majority of them are not like that. The majority of them just need time, and they'll come along, you know what I'm saying? And their love will get stronger and stronger and stronger. Oh, you said he a Gemini. Yeah, that's right. 150,000 Gemini. But yeah, their love will get stronger and stronger and stronger, and they'll love it. And see, this one thing that Virgos love about love, they enjoy the process of getting to know you. That's one thing you can count on. Even though you're like, I don't know nothing about him, you know, it's taking a long time, but they enjoy the process of y'all heard me say this before, they enjoy the process of getting to know you. They want to know about your family, your history, last boyfriend, your kids. They want to know everything about you. But they want to know it in time. And also you gotta understand you guys are busy, but they want to know, but they enjoy learning about you, your mindset, your makeup, everything. Everything about you, your body, the food you like to eat. They enjoy learning those things, but just don't overwhelm them with it. Take your time. I know some ladies be ready. Some ladies be ready, and they be wondering why Virgos take us so long. It's really just in their nature. You say you had to learn that. Yeah, I feel you. I'm telling you, it's in the Virgo's nature to move slow. That's how they built. I'm telling you, it's in their nature. They take their time. They move slow. It could take Virgos a good 8 months to a good year to really kind of get into the groove of dating you, because they hardwired to do something else. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. That's why it's so difficult to date Virgos, because they move so slow and they don't express a lot. You know what I'm saying? Turtle time. Yeah, they don't express a lot. But after a while, and then they have phases where they just go ghost. But it's not, a lot of times it's not anything you did. I would say most of the time when they do this, they going through something. Life is just hitting, because they don't talk about it a lot. And this is the thing they gotta work on. They don't express themselves a lot. They handle most of the conflicts and issues in life, they handle it internally. So when things are happening, a lot of them haven't learned how to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't learn how to lean on their partner. These guys, they're all about, I can do it, I'm gonna get through it. Because they just had to be that way growing up. So when he shut down and goes and close off, most time he going through something. You know what I'm saying? And he just need to deal with it. So a lot of ladies be taking offense to it, but don't take offense to it. Well, I ain't gonna say you don't take offense to it, but I would say you need to learn what's really going on with him. Because 9 times out of 10, it's really not nothing you did. It's just that life is lifing, and they don't know how to deal with it. And the way they've learned how to deal with it is to retreat from people. You know what I'm saying? And so for them, retreating is a place of safety. They don't have to worry about nobody's opinion. They don't have to worry about any type of doubt from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it gives them a chance to fix themselves. They will be better, and they'll just pop back up. But the problem is they end up cutting people off and ghosting from people unintentionally, and they don't really mean it. But to them, they can't really tell. You see, that's so hard to watch. Virgos date you because you're a person who always ready to help. Yeah, you're ready to help. And so while Virgos are great helpers, Virgos are great fixers. Like Virgos can look. They are the best friends to have, because they can fix any situation. They can tell you exactly what to do, exactly what's happening. They like to break things apart. But a lot of times they can't help themselves, and that's a Virgo's flaw. They're not good at helping themselves. They're not good at using that same power and energy to lift themselves up when they get too down. And so everybody got pros and cons to who they are. But yeah, Virgos, man, but you have to understand that about them. And the way to help them is sometimes you have to check on them a little more to get them to talk and open up. Let them know it's a safe space. They will open up, but they have to know how to open up. They have to understand that they can do it. You know what I'm saying? They can do it. But that's how you love them properly too. You get in a safe space, because they say women need safe space. Everybody needs a safe space, but people don't normally talk about the safe space that a man needs. Oh, you say your dad's a Virgo. Yeah, man, it's real. So But oftentimes you only hear about what women need as far as being a safe space, things being secure for her. She don't have to worry. She can be feminine. She need to be protected, and that's all. That's real. All that's real, and all that's cool. But you don't necessarily hear about how men need safe space as well. Because the man is viewed as a stronger vessel. He's often viewed as somebody who doesn't need these things, almost as he's not human. Just go take it. You just deal with it. I'm telling you, this is most men experience today. It's really a lack of empathy for men, and they just expect it to do. Just take the bullets and go sit down. Don't complain about it. Don't talk about it. You a man. If you do talk about it, you're weak. But I'm glad today a lot of men are just kind of speaking out about, no, we done with that, man. You know what I'm saying? We are humans too. We actually like love. Believe it or not, men like to cuddle and be cuddled. You know what I'm saying? It sounds funny. Yeah, you ask questions. I'll be trying to read them. I'll be flowing. But yeah, so men like to cuddle and be cuddled. You know what I'm saying? Men, Virgo men too, men do have a lot of softness in them. It just comes out with the right woman. It just comes out with the right woman. So you gotta understand that men are humans. You just gotta understand how to love them properly and just understand who they are. Let them express themselves. What I said earlier. And this goes for all men, but Virgo men and just men in general. You love them by support, listening, understanding, and respect. These things are very simple, but for whatever reason, a lot of ladies don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Love, support, respect, understanding, and listening. I know I probably messed that up, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So you support them by supporting whatever his dream is, whatever he's trying to do, or whatever he's doing in life. Just give him genuine support. Keep him encouraged. Like, hey, you can do it, I got you, and just listen to him when he's talking. So you want to support him. You don't support him by necessarily telling him what to do. You support him by just encouraging him, just like you will support a child and a child trying to do something. Because if a man trying to do something, most times he's tired and aggravated because he's fighting the world and fighting these things, trying to get whatever he's trying to get off the ground, or he's trying to maintain it. So by the time he get to you, he's expecting softness, he's expecting pleasantries, he's expecting a safe space in a peaceful environment. That's what he wants out of you. And sometimes women don't do that because they jump down his throat as soon as they get to him. And this is not to say that women have their own issues too. Women have their own issues that they go through. But I'm talking about, if you want to learn how to support and love this man properly, this is what you need to understand. So if he, just say he had a man have a long day. He had a long day coming home to you, and as soon as he get to you, or within the first 10 minutes, you jumping down his throat about something you think he did or something he didn't do properly. You know what I'm saying? And you just been thinking about it all day, and you just can't wait till you see him so you can let him know how you feel. I mean, this happens sometimes, but if you do that consistently, he's not gonna want to be with you, because no man wants that. It's too much. It's aggravating. It's annoying. It's not a safe space. It's not a pleasant environment, because I can't tell you how many men, especially married men, don't want to go home to their woman because they know what it's gonna be. She's gonna be upset about something. She's gonna be fussing. She's gonna be yapping. You just don't. I'm telling you, that's a man's biggest fear. That's why all men are afraid to get married, because you don't want to get married to a woman like that. Because like, as soon as I step in the door, this woman getting at me about something. You would rather stay out all night and sleep in your car than to deal with that. And I know it sounds sad and bad, because it is. But I'm just giving you the mindset of a man. Especially when he's tired, you're like, dang, man, this woman ain't never happy. So rather than do that, he get to you the typical long day. Just ask him how his day was. Ask him how he feeling. Encourage him, rub his head a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Just create it's not. You don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to bring this man the world. All you got to do is create a peaceful environment. I'm telling you, ladies, it's simple. But when you tell women that, some women, they hear it as, when he come in the door, you need to get down on your knees and say, babe, I'm glad you're back. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is saying that. Just saying, this man get to you, just create a safe, a safe space, but more of a peaceful environment so he can rest. Because men are tired. So let him rest. And he need to know that he get to you versus any place on earth, even his own house or own apartment. He know that he get to you, he chilling, he having a safe environment, a peaceful environment. It's all good. Create that. And whatever issues you have with him, you can bring it up later, but let him cool first. You know what I'm saying? Let him cool. It's like taking food, like, yeah, y'all ever fried some chicken or something? You take that chicken out the grease and put it on the plate. If you bite it immediately, it's gonna burn your mouth. You can't bite it immediately. It's too hot. But you gotta let that thing cool and simmer down, and then you can bite it. Like, okay, this is good. So when a man get from work or whatever, a long day, I'm telling you, just create a good environment. In my opinion, I said it before, food is the way to a man's heart. It never fails. If he coming home from you, to you, I would suggest having some food for him, because I'm telling you, in his mind, it triggers, what's the word I'm looking for? It triggers care. It triggers love, right? It reminds him of his mother, how his mother did for him coming up. Oh, come, baby, come here and sit down. You been at school all day. Come, y'all come get something to eat. You know, it makes you happy. What happened at school today? Oh, what did y'all do today? How was camp? You know, those things, we grew up with those things. So just recreate that. You know what I'm saying? Recreate it. I'm telling you, it's simple. But some ladies like, oh, I ain't cooking for no man. He ain't doing this. He ain't out. I'm telling you what I know. I'll put my life on this. It works. You know, and that doesn't mean you have to do that every single day, but just enough where he knows, like, okay, it's simple thing. And you can just, it can be simple as, you know, he coming to you, chilling, you got some lemonade for him, or some good tea, or his favorite drink. You know what I'm saying? He get back to you, he has a favorite drink, some chips or something, or whatever. He know some good snack that he like. Some fruit. You know, if y'all like, you don't want to cook, you can have like a fruit plate for him. Like, baby, you tired? I know you've been working. Yeah, you need to eat this. You need to have this. Take a nap. Take a chill. We'll talk later. I'm telling you. I'm giving y'all gems. You know, that's love right there. That's what I mean by love. To him, that's how he views love. You don't have to bring this man in the world. Just bring him peace. Cause all men want peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just cooking, feminine, nurturing touch. Exactly. Feminine touch, nurturing touch. I'm gonna give y'all another thing. Rub a man's head. You know what I'm saying? Rub his head. The back of his head, top of his head. I'm trying to tell you, men love that. If he tired and he coming home from whatever, you know, make sure the environment good. Just make sure the environment chill. You can sit beside him and just rub his head. It's simple stuff like that. That's love right there. That it's like when you kiss a woman on her forehead. It means something. You know. So just rub his head, rub the back of his head like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be a lot of tension back there. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever got like a neck massage, somebody massaging your neck back here, and how good it feels? Like, oh dang. I don't know the anatomy of all that, but those of y'all who are good with touch and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can break it down more than I can. But anyway, in layman's terms, you know, that spot back there, back of his head, you can cool him down. You know, give him something to drink, rub back his head for a little while, even the top of his head. You know what I'm saying? Just have him cool. And that make him feel like a man. Oddly enough, it makes him feel like a man. You know, it does. It gives him a lot of ego boost. And you're not even doing a whole lot. You're not on your knees and laying your life. You're not doing a whole lot as some lady would like to think we were trying to say. You're not doing a whole lot. You're really just making the environment good, because that's what men want. That's how men respond. You're just making it peaceful. Because the women in my life, in my experience, the women who had the more peaceful environments, I love being around them. You know, I want to be around them more. And I felt bad if I messed up the environment. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to come to them with no type of nonsense, just because how they keep their environment. You know, and you know, just do that consistently. You know, so you can mix it up. And some days you can cook. You know, but it's all about just making the space good. And support will look like just really just talking to him, talking with him. You know, let him express himself. It really, support and listening kind of goes together. When I say support, I ain't gonna say women, but I've seen some women think it's all about financial support, and that's cool. But really, what I'm talking about support is just believing in his dream, believing in his mission, believing in what he's trying to do, you know, and things like that. That's how you support, you know, talking to him about it, asking questions about it, getting that understanding. I know the difference. I'm telling, like, dated a girl who her support was top notch. Like, everything I told her about what I was trying to do, she was just with it. You know, she was just like, the conversation was just like, I was like, dang, I mean, I felt really good about what she encouraged me. You know what I'm saying? In a respectful way, in a good way. You know, and I believe, whether she was lying or not, I believe that she really wanted me to succeed in that. I believe she wanted to do what I wanted to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much support she gave me, and she wasn't even over the top with it. She genuinely listened to what I was saying. Because in talking to her, I was like, man, she not gonna. Yeah, I was like, man, she not gonna really vibe with what I'm telling her. She gonna think it's whack. She was asking questions, you know, and she was actually listening, and she would be quiet for a long period of time. And she listened like, yeah, I'm listening. I'm here. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And she would give her feedback on it, and she did that consistently. I was like, yo, that's what's up. You know, that's what's up. And it was just what's up. You know what I'm saying? So listen kind of goes with support and understanding, man. Just understanding my walk. Understanding is big too, because you got to understand a man for himself individually, like understanding his walk, understanding where he came from, understanding his struggle. That's very, very important for any man that you date, because most men got their own, well, everybody got their own walk and struggle, you know, and you run to a lot of people that shade you for what you've been through and what you're trying to do and why you're doing it, you know. And so, you know, most men have issues. Men have issues, you know what I'm saying? Some are better, some are worse. But if you understand his walk personally, he'll sort of trust you more, that when something happens, you understand where he's coming from, you know? Like, you should understand him to the point where, just say y'all in a group, people talking, conversation is happening, whatever the conversation is. Maybe the conversation took a left turn for whatever reason, and he feeling bad about it, but he can't necessarily show it in the moment because we're around people. You should understand him to the point where you can look at him and know, he feeling away. You know what I'm saying? You should know him that much, understand him that much, because you understand him, and you can kind of help out, like have his back. That's what I'm talking about, is like understanding him, even when the world doesn't. You do, you know, and that's big. Like I would even say how a mother loves and understands her child. That's kind of how you need to understand your man, for real. And some people say that's too much, but it's not too much. If you're gonna be with him, if you're gonna be his wife, you're gonna be the one that's gonna support him. And men need support, because men are the ones, quote unquote, going into war. They're going into the battlefield, and they need a person that understands them, that can walk with them, or they're not gonna walk with you. They're not gonna be with you. That's what all men looking for. You know, people. That's where the term ride or die come from. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. She a rider. She understands. And if you want to take it to the street, you know what I'm saying? People like stuff like trap queen and stuff like that. And then I don't want to go that far. I'm just making an extreme example. But in essence, that's where this stuff comes from. Because men want a woman that's down. Now, I'm not talking about being stupid down, but I'm talking about just understanding him, understanding his walk. Where you should understand, like, if you look at Gucci Mane and his wife, I think that's his wife, I think he was in prison for a while, and she held it down while he was in prison. She held the money down, the house, the mansion, or whatever they got going to the business, and when he got out, I want to say he rewarded her, but he kind of rewarded her, and she understood that man. They still together, you know. Now I don't know all the other extra stuff that happened, but from what we can see on the surface, that's what it looks like. You know, she understand that man for what, you know. That's the life they live. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say everybody got to date a Gucci Mane type of person, you know. But I'm just giving an example. When you have an understanding between two people, you know, because men go through a lot out here, and again, it's not to say women don't. I'm just talking about men, because everything I'm saying can be flipped on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But understanding for a man is very, very important. A man that has a woman that really understands him, he feels like he can conquer the world. I'm trying to tell you, because he's gonna face a lot of negativity, a lot of no's in the world, and this and that. But you gotta understand him to the point where you can encourage him when he gets down, right? Men are the ones supposed to be the providers. They're trying to get jobs and this and that, and trying to reach a higher social status, higher financial status, and this and that. You got to be the one to encourage him. You know, you don't have to do a whole lot. Just you got to be his rock, and he will. I'm telling you, he will reward you with love and all this other stuff. Because he wants to really secure what he needs to secure for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But he can't do that if y'all at war with each other. He can't do that if you don't understand him, if you don't support him. And I see a lot of women don't want to do that. They feel like it's too much. You know, they feel like a slave. But it's like, yo, men are natural leaders. I use myself as an example. I mean, y'all know I'm in ministry, I'm preaching, and this and that. I've dated women, and I've told this before, I've dated women who, they like to date me because I'm in ministry and spiritual stuff and counseling, but they don't understand their role in my life and what they will necessarily have to do. And I'll tell them, I say, look, I need a lot of support. If you're gonna be there, I have a lot of hard days, you know what I'm saying? A lot of tough days and this and that. And so when they really walk with me, a lot of them can't really, it's too much for them to support. Because if you're dating a spiritual person, you got to be a rock for them. Because they have really high days and very low days because they're giving themselves to people all the time. And they need to recharge. And sometimes you have to support them. And it ain't for everybody. That role not for everybody. And I want to use this example. Coretta Scott King and what's Malcolm X's wife's name? Betty Shabazz. Now, I'm not comparing myself to them two brothers. I'm just giving you an example of spiritual people. Because men of certain caliber need women of certain caliber. That's just what it is. And men of certain caliber, they can't date weak women or women that don't understand them because their walk in life requires something different. So you have to be a real strong woman to date certain type of men. That's just what it is. You know, because certain men, they go in places and you're going to have to really be that. You look at Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, she's a strong woman in her own right. But I never seen, as brilliant as she is, she's a Capricorn, by the way. I never seen her overstep him in his presence or out of his presence. I never seen her try to promote herself above him. Every time, in my view, now it may be some clips out there, but every time I heard her speak about him, she praised him and gave him confidence. She uplifted her. He did the same thing for her, but she always let his leadership role stay there. But man, he the president. Imagine the type of bullcrap he got to deal with, and what she got to deal with just for being with him. You know, you got to be a certain caliber. So I see a lot of women don't want to do that. They just want to be there and receive gifts and be a wife and just not necessarily be a wife, but receive all the things a wife should receive, but not have to do nothing. And so a lot of ladies are under a false impression of what a wife is, or should do and should be. A lot of them just have this fairy tale. I just gotta be pretty, sit back, and just receive stuff, not knowing that man requiring something. If a man of substance, of a certain caliber, looking for a wife, he looking for a wife for a reason, not just because she's fine and the sex is good. You can get that anywhere, honestly. You know, he looking for her for her skill set, her mindset, and the type of woman that she can be for him to go higher. Somebody he can entrust his legacy in and things like that of that nature. This is real stuff, I'm telling you. This is how men view it. You know, and it's really important. And that's important understanding for his walk, his role, because you are really, for a woman to a man that y'all tied together, you really are the keeper of everything. I don't know if a lot of women realize that. You are the keeper of everything. Just say you got a man of substance, you know what I'm saying? A man of resources. Really, he's entrusting you with his life, his legacy, his finances. You know what I'm saying? So you have the key to it all. So if a man gonna be with a woman to give her the key to it all, you gotta be that woman. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be trustworthy. You gotta be all the things. You gotta have support, understanding. You gotta be listening and respect. You have to be that, because if you're not, then why are you there? You know what I'm saying? And that's important, and that's a big role. And when a lot of ladies get to that, they're like, oh, I gotta do all that. Yeah. But you shouldn't look at it as like a task. You know, he's trusting you to do that and loving on you to do that. He see that in you. But it's real. So, and last more respect. You gotta respect your man. You know, you give him that respect, give him that leadership role. Respect his word. Respect what he's trying to do. You know, and talk to him with the respect. You know, talk to him like you would talk to your father. Give him that respect, because that's what men seek. And it doesn't mean you are cowering down beneath him. It doesn't mean that, but just give that man respect. That you give your boss respect. You know what I'm saying? You know, for real. You talk to your boss with a level of respect. You know, so talk to your man with a level of respect. When he talk, listen. Respect his word. Respect his moves. Respect his direction, his decision making. Just give him respect. You know, that's all you gotta do. And he'll love you properly. He'll love you forever. But y'all, that's the end of my time. I gotta get off this thing. I got some stuff to do. I might go for a little run out here. Remember to inhale confidence and exhale doubt. That's really, because I will leave y'all with an encouraging word. You know what I'm saying? Inhale doubt, inhale confidence, exhale doubt. Because confidence is what you need to sustain yourself in this world. And you gotta get that doubt out your system. Holla at your boy.